In the previous video, we have seen how to use different logical operators in if-else conditions. So this is completed. In this video, we will see switch case statements in Java. In Java, we use an if-else statement when we have less number of options. That means when we have 2 or 3 options and we have to select one of them, then we use if-else statements. If we have a number of options and we have to do a separate operation for each one, then we use switch case statement. If we have less number of options, we use if-else. If we have more number of options and if we have to choose one, then we use switch case statement. So, what is the structure of switch case statement? A switch case statement starts with the keyword switch, and then we have an expression here. And here the statements come here, and within these statements we will have a case keyword and we have a constant here, and then some statements, and we'll have a break keyword here, and then another case here, and we'll have a constant and another set of statements, and we have a break statement. That means we will have different case statements here, and each case here it contains a constant. This constant is based on the expression that we use here, and finally we will have a default block as well. So this is default. So this is default, and we will have a set of statements, and we will have a break statement here. So a switch case statement starts with a switch keyword, and we will have an expression here. This expression can be any of these constants, and we will have different case statements within this switch block, and each case statement contains a constant. That means this constant will be evaluated based on the expression we pass. And finally we will have a default statement, and if none of these case statements execute, then this default statement will execute. Let us see an example for this switch case statement. I am creating a new package first, and the package name is switch case, and under this package I am creating a new class, and the class name is switch case 1, and I am using main method in this one. Click on finish. So in this main method, what I will do is I am declaring an integer variable here, which is num1 equals to 2. So I have declared a local integer variable within this main method. So now I will write a switch case statement here. So the first keyword is switch, and then I will write the expression. The expression I am taking it here is the num1 here, num1, and then within this switch block I have to write the different case statements. So case 1, I'll say system.out.println I am 1, and I have to use a break statement here, and I'll write another case statement, case 2, and I'll write system.out.println I am 2, and another break statement here, and I will write another case statement, case 3, system.out.println I am 3, and break statement, and I will have a default block, default sysout I am not 1 or 2 or 3. So what happens here is we have defined an integer variable, and within this switch statement we are using this variable. That means first this value will come here, and in the case statements it checks the value, the num value here, num1 value here. So first it checks for the case 1, it checks if num1 value is 1. If it is 1, then this block will be executed. If it is not 1, then it goes to the second one. If it is 2, then this block will be executed. If it is 3, then this block will be executed. If it is not 1 or 2 or 3, then it will come to default block, and this will be executed. Since in this case, since num1 value is 2, this statement will be executed and it will print I am number 2. So let's run this one. Right click, run as Java application, and it is printing I am number 2. Let's change this one to 3. Let's run this again, run as Java application, and it is printing I am number 3. Let's change this one to number 7. Now since this number is not equal to the numbers in any of these case statements, it will go to the default block. So I am right clicking, run as Java application, and it is printing I am not 1 or 2 or 3. So this is how the switch case statements work. Normally these switch case statements are used when there are a number of options and we have to choose one of that option. If else statements are used if there are less number of options. So here we are using integers. In earlier versions of Java, only integers are supported in the switch case statements, but in the newer versions of Java, it is supporting strings as well. So let's say an example with strings. I am creating a new class here. I will say switch case 2, and I am using main method. So I will define a string first, string variable, string str equals to 1. Now I am declaring a switch case statement block here. So switch str. So the first, this is switch. So the first one is the case 1, case, I'll say 1, then I'll print system.out.println I am 1. So I'll copy the same thing and I'll print case 2 I am 2, and the third one is case 3 I am 3, and I will have a default block now, default sysout I am default, and I have to use break statements for each case. Okay, now this string str will come here and each case it will verify each case statement here, and if this str value is equals to case 1, then this will be executed. If the string value is equal to 2, then this will be printed. If the string value is 3, then this will be printed. If the string value is not equal to any of these in the case statements, then it will come to the default block and it will print I am default. Since in this case, since the str value is 1, so the print statement here in case 1 will be executed. Let's run this one. Run as Java application, and it is printing I am 1. Similarly, if we type 2 here, run as Java application, and it is printing I am 2. Let's say I print some 10 here. Now case 1, case 2 and case 3 won't be executed because the str value is not equal to any of these. So it will go to the default block. Run as Java application, and it is printing I am default. So this is how the switch case statements works in Java. In this video we have seen how switch case statements work in Java. If you want to download the document for this one, go to my repository at github.com/subostech and go to Selenium-Java-tutorials. And this particular video starts with numbers 19C, so search with 19C and you will find the document here and you can download it. In the next video we will see when several case statements execute the same code in the switch case statements.